Chapter 7. The World Preserved for the Sake of Christians, Man's Responsibility. Wherefore God delays, causing the confusion and destruction of the whole world, by which the wicked angels and demons and men shall cease to exist, because of the seed of the Christians, who know that they are the cause of preservation in nature. Since if it were not so, it would not have been possible for you to do these things, and to be impelled by evil spirits. But the fire of judgment would descend and utterly dissolve all things, even as formerly the flood left no one but him only with his family, who by us is called Noah, and by you Decilion, from whom again such vast numbers have sprung, some of them evil and others good. For so we say that there will be the conflagration, but not as the Stoics, according to their doctrine of all things being changed into one another, which seems most degrading. But neither do we affirm that it is by fate that men do what they do, or suffer what they suffer, but that each man by free choice acts rightly or sins, and that it is by the influence of the wicked demons that earnest men, such as Socrates and the like, suffer persecution and are in bonds, while Sardanapalus, Epicurus, and the like seem to be blessed in abundance and glory. The Stoics, not observing this, maintain that all things take place according to the necessity of fate. But since God in the beginning made the race of angels and men with free will, they will justly suffer in eternal fire the punishment of whatever sins they have committed. And this is the nature of all that is made, to be capable of vice and virtue. For neither would any of them be praiseworthy unless there were power to turn both virtue and vice. And this also is shown by those men everywhere who have made laws and philosophize according to right reason, by their prescribing to do some things and refrain from others. Even the Stoic philosophers in their doctrine of morals steadily honor the same things, so that it is evident that they are not felicitous in which they say about principles and incorporeal things. For if they say that human actions come to pass by fate, they will maintain either that God is nothing else than the things which are ever turning and altering and dissolving into the same things, and will appear to have had a comprehension only of things that are destructible, and to have looked on God himself as emerging both in part and in whole in every wickedness, or that neither vice nor virtue is anything which is contrary to every sound idea, reason, and sense. Chapter 8. All have been hated in whom the word has dwelt. In those of the Stoic school, since so far as their moral teaching went, they were admirable, as were also the poets in some particulars, on account of the seed of reason, the logos, implanted in every race of men, were, we know, hated and put to death. Heraclitus, for instance, and among those of our own time, Musonius and others. For as we intimated, the devils have always affected that all those who anyhow live a reasonable and earnest life and shun vice be hated. And it is nothing wonderful if the devils are proved to cause those to be much worse hated, who live not according to a part only of the word diffused among men, but by the knowledge and contemplation of the whole word, which is Christ. And they, having been shut up into eternal fire, shall suffer their just punishment and penalty. For if they are even now overthrown by men through the name of Jesus Christ, this is an intimation of the punishment in eternal fire, which is to be inflicted on themselves and those who serve them. For thus did both all the prophets foretell, and our own teacher Jesus teach.